Minecraft just updated to version 1.21, and now is the time to start a new world and check out the new features, like the new tuff bricks, the trial chambers, and maybe the autocrafter. But before we can look at the new additions, we have to conquer the early game. In this video, I'll show you the 5 things your new Minecraft world needs. Because this world is on a server, nighttime came quickly. So I gathered some wood and some stone to get some early game stone tools. Crafting table, stone pickaxe. Let's get some more cobble. We need to start collecting some wood so that we can start getting some infrastructure built. I will see you guys later when we get some stuff set up. Okay, so we collected a ton of wood. We did some building. This is my little cave that I have made up. I have a little setup here for some smelting and crafting, and then I have a couple of chests with some crafting stuff in it. And down the pathway towards the lakeside, we have our iron farm that we created. This is the Waddles design with a little bit of my own flair mixed in there. And then right down here around the corner, we have our collection area where we can collect up the iron, and we have a large amount already, which is excellent. Now that we got a steady supply of iron, let's collect some obsidian and take a trip to Nether and see where our Nether spawn is. I'll see you guys over there. All right, we got our Nether portal built. We got our iron armor and our golden boots. Let's see what we got on the other side. Crimson Forest. I want as much of this wood as possible, so that would be fantastic. Maybe I'll build my house with this. And while we were cutting down wood, this guy decided to pay me a visit, so I decided to do a little bit of gold bartering. We have another one of these nether trees over here, and we have another fortress right across the lava over there. How convenient. After seeing the fortress so close to another spawn, I couldn't help but to go check it out. Overall, the loot wasn't very impressive. We did find a few diamonds, some nether wart, and a blaze spawner, which allowed me to gather up a few blaze rods to do some potion brewing in the future. Now that we got a few things going on over here at spawn, the next thing we need to get started is a mob farm. And in order to do that, we need a few resources and a good spot to build it. So I'm going to replant my little farm right here and then get to it. I really like the idea of building with diorite, so I'm going to collect a bunch of this in order for us to use to create the structure of our farm. After collecting some resources to build the structure of our farm, I really needed to find a place to build it. Yeah, that'd be helpful. So I set off north in search of a really big lake or even an ocean to build it in. I see village. Village means resources. We like resources. The real question here is, are they going to have a library? Because libraries mean books, and books means we can get some enchanting going. So unfortunately, I don't see a librarian in this town, but maybe in the next one. Okay, we found a small ocean over here in the warm biome section of our world. This is about 1,000 blocks north. I think this will be the prime location to build us a mob farm. Let's get building. Okay, everybody, the farm is done, and you're probably wondering where I am. I am up top of the farm. I have AFK'd for about a full day-night cycle. And then I just want to clarify that this farm was not designed by me. It was designed by Nembomb, and I just took his design and altered it slightly, scaled it down. Here is a clip of the farm running. So let's jump down out of here and check our boxes. All right, and let's swim on over to our platform. We'll check our collection boxes. That's not too bad for 20 minutes. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. So they're all about the same. We're just shy of a whole stack of gunpowder, which is what we are going to need. And we are collecting bones, string, and arrows as well. And on our way back from the warm ocean where our mob farm is, I'm going to stop and grab up a little bit more of this nether quartz. We ran a little bit low with all of the redstone stuff that we made for our mob farm. And while I'm at it, I can actually mention that I have moved my nether portals up into the ceiling of the nether just to make it a little bit easier to traverse around. This way we don't have to deal with so many mobs and ghasts and things like that. Okay, so on our adventure, we may not have found any villages with libraries. However, what we did do is find a bunch of cows. So let's see if we have enough sugarcane to make enough paper in order for us to get some bookshelves made up so we can hopefully get to some enchanting. All right, so we only got 42 books out of all of that paper. However, that is really close to getting us a full set of bookshelves for level 30 enchants. So while we wait for the sugarcane to regrow, let's go fishing, see if we can snag any enchantment books that way. That's enough fishing for now. I got one enchantment book. One. All right, so we have enough books to make a full enchantment setup. But first, we need to get this cave looking respectable. Okay? Respectable. And we are done with the cave base. We've expanded our storage quite a bit, over doubled it. We've organized our furnaces in our crafting area. On the outside, we went ahead and gave it a good little facade. We went with a little cathedral castle style feel to it. Okay, and now that we finally have a place that is nice and respectable for us to actually enchant our diamond tools, let's go ahead and grab some diamonds, some obsidian, and a book. And we can go ahead and craft ourselves one of these beautiful, most amazing, magnificent enchantment tables. Then we'll go ahead and surround our enchantment table with some bookshelves to give it some extra power to level things up. All right, and with our bookshelves in place, we are ready to do our first enchantment. And anybody who's anybody knows your first enchantment always goes on your diamond pickaxe. So let's see what our first enchantment's going to be. Unbreaking 3. I don't have any lapis on me. Okay, so this is embarrassing. It turns out I don't have any lapis. I have not mined any yet, so let me go get some of that real quick. I will be right back. All right, I am back with a bunch of lapis for our first enchant. Unfortunately, I have died. I fell off a ledge and splatted all of my XP all over the place. Just messed everything up. You know, I wonder if I can slightly modify the mob farm to help me grind some more XP. Let's give that a try. So this is a little bit slow, but it could be worse. Okay, so before we do any more enchanting, we need better options. Over by the corner of this lush cave, we have a skeleton spawner. So I started clearing out some of the cobble, and I think this will make a perfect little XP farm for us. It'll be slow, but it'll be consistent. Okay, and we have ourselves a makeshift little XP farm out of a skelly spawner. It is essentially just a flooded platform that drains all the way down to a trench and then dumps out right into a little bubble vader. And that bubble vader is going to take them up and then over and then drop them down, pre-damaging them so that they die nice and easily so I can collect the XP without breaking my sword. Now all that's left is to break the torch and to let the skeletons start rolling in. Ouch. And while I wait for the skeletons to fill up their little killing chamber, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this area so that's nice and neat. And we'll get ourselves a little enchanting setup right next to the XP farm. Up and running. All that's left is to get a little setup for our enchanting, and we will be on our way to some good gear. Finally! Okay, I am back with some lapis and 30 levels. Let us see what all we can get on our diamond pickaxe. I just made this brand new diamond pickaxe just for this. Let's see if we can get anything other than Unbreaking 3. Well, sometimes it be like that. Okay, and our killing chamber is full again. We've emptied it a couple of times and we are almost level 30. So let's go ahead and empty it one more time and do some enchanting. All right, we are at level 31. I brought down some lapis as well as our other diamond pick. And let's go ahead and grab that next enchantment, which I believe is, yes it is, Fortune 3, which is one of our favorites. And it also came with Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. That is not a bad pickaxe. Let's go ahead and take that. And since we have a Fortune 3 on that one and only Unbreaking on this one, we're going to go ahead and hit that one with the grindstone and see if we can get ourselves a Silk Touch pick. All right, and just a few more for good measure. All right, we have over 30 levels. Let's go ahead and grab that Silk Touch that we saw from the enchantment table. And now we have, oh wow, that is not a bad pick either. Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking. There we go. We have our 2 picks. Overall, spawn over here is looking real nice. We have ourselves an iron farm. We have a mob farm up to the north. One of the other things that we are going to need to make is a sustainable source of food. Now for this, I'm thinking a hoglin farm would fit the bill perfectly. It will get unlimited amount of pork chops, as well as we'll get tons and tons of leather. Now, over here in the Nether, where the hoglins spawn, are where we're going to make our hoglin farm. Makes sense, don't it? I know. However, we're not going to do it down in the bottom part of the Nether. We're actually going to break some bedrock at the roof of the Nether and create our hoglin farm up there. Okay, so I think I found the piece of bedrock that we're going to attempt to break. So right here we have the highest part of bedrock that I could possibly find in this area. And all we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up the ladder, hold jump and forward. And we're going to throw an ender pearl and yes, we are there. We are up. Now we just need to make sure that we do not lose this piece of bedrock right here that we actually pop through. And we're back to the Nether because we had to grab some bones in order for us to turn them into bone meal, because there's one very special ingredient that we need for this farm. That special ingredient is right across the lava over there. It's that little bluish green mushroom. All right, back up here on the Nether roof, and we are ready to start construction on our farm. We got a bunch of these beautiful little blue mushrooms, and we're gonna get to building. And our hoglin farm is complete, and here it is. You'll see the hoglins will spawn. They will be afraid of the little warped mushrooms. They will run straight towards the center, and into the soul sand fire they go. I have hoppers along the bottom side of the soul sand, and that is to collect up the leather and the cooked pork chops, pumping it all into the chest at the end. And that's it. Simple, easy, and effective. And with us finally conquering the food supply, we are going to bring part 1 of our 1.21 world to a close. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button. Bye!